Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have been married for 6 years. In interviews, they consistently boast about each other's achievements and express their gratitude for having found each other. They've taught us a lot, and so keep watching this video for 5 love lessons to learn from Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Don't take things so seriously. If you're going to be in a lasting relationship, you need to be able to make each other laugh, and that's something that Ryan Reynolds and Lively do on the regular. Just look at his Twitter, which is actually something that Lively told Glamour makes her laugh all the time. "I'm so in love with him when he writes that stuff," she told the magazine in September 2017. "I mean, I'm in love with him most of the time, but especially with that." However, they always operate like a team. The lesson goes hand in hand with keeping your friendship at the forefront of your relationship. Being a team is essential to living a happy, healthy life together, as Lively has discovered. "Everything we do in life, we do together," she told Vogue back in 2014. "If I'm working on a movie, he helps me with my character. I do the same with him. Picking out a coffee table, what we're going to eat. He's a beautiful writer. He's written a lot of stuff for us, and he's got a great barometer, and he knows me, so he will tell me if it's not as good as it can be."
And right in front of you together. Thank you.
Keep the lines of communication open. It's not the easiest thing in the world to talk about your differences with your partner, especially when they've made you angry or upset. But to combat that, Lively told Glamour in the same September issue that she talks to him as if he were a friend, helping her with a problem with her husband. In other relationships, if something came up, I would call my girlfriends or my sister and say, "Hey, this is what he did. What should I do?" she said. Where with him, we were friends for 2 years before we were ever dating, and I treat him like my girlfriend. I'm like, "Hey, this happened. It upset me. This is how I feel. What do I do?" And he does the same for me. He treats me like his best buddy. They also definitely understand each other's careers. Although it's not common to be working in the same field as your spouse, Lively and Reynolds do share a career and a passion. But even if you and your partner aren't working in the same industry, you can still learn a lesson from Lively and Reynolds' understanding of their weird jobs. Give your partner some room to reach their career goals. "It's nice to have someone who understands what you're doing," Lively said during an appearance on Good Morning America last October. "Especially because our job is so weird. You have to be married to other people. It's also strange. It's never normal, even when we're both doing it. It's helpful to know when you're acting that you're in a relationship with someone else, that that's not what's actually happening."
Signs Deli.
Okay.
Signs Deli.
And what do I
Get
order?
the Rachel extra crispy. They'll know it's for me. They'll go, "Oh, Blake sent you there."
Always be supportive of each other. If you pay attention to their public appearances, you'll probably notice there's never a time where one of them shows up on a red carpet without the other. Reynolds and Lively are always willing to cheer each other on and be each other's biggest fan, and regular couples should try to do the same for each other. Despite all the joking around, the couple really practices empathy with each other. Many married couples will say their partner makes them a better person, and in Lively and Reynolds' case, it's the way she's taught him empathy that he says has truly changed him, which he shared when he talked to Human of New York about her. "She always responds with empathy. She meets anger with empathy. She meets hate with empathy," Reynolds says. "She'll take time to imagine what happened to a person when they were 5 or 6 years old, and she's made me a more empathetic person. I had a very fractured relationship with my father. Before he died, she made me remember things I didn't want to remember. She made me remember the good times." Learn how to take a joke. These two famously rib each other on social media, much to the delight of their fans. But behind the novelty of watching two of Hollywood's biggest stars all out make fun of each other is the fact that they seem to be constantly making each other laugh and reminding each other not to take themselves too seriously. In an Instagram post earlier this year, Lively shared a blurry, dark photo of Reynolds' head in front of an illuminated stage. The caption read, "Congratulations to the most influential person in my life, the best man I know. You deserve this at Time 100 honor. If only my husband wasn't blocking you in this shot. I'm so sorry, at John Legend." I guess it helps that the two are also each other's biggest fans. We also learn from the duo that one should be willing to admit when your other half is really, really good at something, and celebrate them for it. My wife knows how to rock a red carpet, I'll say that. She might be the Beyoncé of red carpets, Reynolds told AOL Build. She's turned that into an athletic event. I see what goes into that. Real science. It's unbelievable.
You guys see the finished product. I see a totally destroyed closet, bedroom, and kitchen.
Appreciate your partner's hard work. When Lively and Reynolds had a baby for the first time, it gave him a new appreciation for his wife, and sharing that appreciation is key to making your partner feel like you recognize their hard work. I'm just a diaper changing facility hooked up to a life support system, but my wife, she's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Reynolds said during an appearance on The Late Show with David Letterman, "She's a human Denny's all day long, and it never ends for her. She's the most beautiful Denny's you've ever seen, though, I'll guarantee it."